Hello, I'm Dale Alexander and welcome to your Employee Benefits Open Enrollment Guide. Those words, open enrollment, have an important meaning. Each year we have the opportunity opened up to make selections on various employee benefits offered. Some of the plans may even be offered with no health questions. Insurance is used to protect those things we financially cannot afford to pay for ourselves, and these products can protect most of the financial risks we face. It's important to think about. Our group benefits are among the most efficient place to buy protection for the most valuable parts of our lives. As we go through this presentation, consider your situation and where any gaps may be present. And as always, you can access this information in your Employee Benefits Center at myfultonbenefits.com. One of the most important decisions we can make with our employee benefits is to protect our paycheck if something happened to our ability to work due to a sickness or an accident. It's easy to think about. Nothing is ever going to happen to me. But losing one's paycheck would put the majority of us in a bad spot. Most of us do not have enough savings to carry us through several months without a paycheck. And many of us have used much of our sick leave for certain illnesses, maybe a family member's illness. It's extremely important to ensure that our income continues if we become ill or injured and we can't work. Your disability insurance is divided into two parts, short-term and long-term. Short-term disability income insurance is meant to protect you if you can't work because of a disabling illness or injury for a shorter period of time. There are two options for short-term disability. Option 1. If approved, you would be eligible to collect your benefits starting on the 16th calendar day after the date of your disability or the exhaustion of your sick leave, whichever is greater. Option 1 would provide a tax-free benefit of up to 50% of your earnings and would continue to pay eligible benefits for up to 180 calendar days. Option 2. If approved, you would be eligible to collect your benefit starting on the 46th calendar day after the date of your disability or the exhaustion of your sick leave, whichever is greater. Option 2 would provide a tax-free benefit of up to 60% of your earnings and would continue to pay eligible benefits for up to 180 calendar days. So what's the general rule you should follow for this benefit? Consider how much sick leave you've accumulated. Do I have enough sick leave days to carry me to when my long-term disability coverage can begin, which is up to 180 calendar days? Is this a risk I could afford to pay for out of personal savings? We're excited to announce that we've reduced the rates for both short-term disability options. Also, you can enroll in this plan without answering health questions. However, any pre-existing condition you have may not be covered the first year. See your plan information for more details. Long-term disability income insurance may be the most important benefit decision you can make. Think about it. If we lost our income for a long period of time, many of the things that we enjoy would also be lost. If you've been disabled for 6 months and qualify, this coverage pays you a benefit of 60% of your earnings to a maximum of $10,000 per month. Eligible benefits would continue to Social Security normal retirement age. For those over age 60, special provisions apply. The great part about this benefit is that Fulton County Schools provides long-term disability income coverage to you at no cost. While they'll provide this coverage at no cost, please know that it would create a taxable benefit should you ever have to use it. For that reason, you have the option to pay the premium yourself with after-tax dollars. This would provide tax-free benefits should you ever have to file a claim. Next is life insurance. Life insurance has three main purposes. First, to pay off debts and obligations of the insured so that others aren't burdened with these responsibilities. Second, it can replace the family income. It gives survivors money to compensate for that loss, for things like mortgages, college costs, etc. And third, it can provide protection to maintain an estate and allow you to pass an estate on to heirs. There are three types of life insurance that you have available. First, your school system provides free basic life and accidental death and dismemberment insurance for you. If you make less than $12,000 annually, your coverage amount is $24,000. Employees earning at least $12,000 but less than $18,000, your coverage is $30,000. Employees earning at least $18,000 but less than $26,000 annually have coverage of $40,000. And employees earning $26,000 or more annually automatically have $50,000 in coverage. This is a very valuable benefit for us all. There are also many unique features included within this plan. See your Employee Benefits Center at myfultonbenefits.com to learn more. Second, voluntary group term life and accidental death and dismemberment insurance is used to protect your financial obligations you have in the event of a death. Voluntary means you pay for it if you want it. Group means it is usually less expensive and you can enroll in coverage because you're in a group or a pool of others. Your employer is insuring a large number of people, not just you. Term insurance means you're just paying for the death risk or the mortality cost. So as you age, the price goes up. It is meant to provide higher death benefit needs during younger ages when you have higher financial obligations. Your voluntary group term life insurance allows you the opportunity to purchase up to 5 times your annual salary, up to $300,000. You may enroll in coverage this enrollment only with no health questions. For employees where 5 times their annual salary exceeds the guaranteed issue limits of $300,000, coverage up to $500,000 is available with medical underwriting. You may also take coverage on applicable spouses and children up to certain limits. You must purchase life and AD&D coverage for yourself in order to purchase coverage for a spouse or child. Your spouse can get the lesser of 100% of the employee's amount of insurance up to $100,000 with no health questions this enrollment opportunity. Children up to age 19 or 26 if full-time students have the option to enroll in either $10,000 or $15,000 increments. We've eliminated the $5,000 option. It's important to note, each year you and your spouse will be given the opportunity to increase your life and AD&D coverage. If you have already enrolled in the plan at any level, you can purchase additional amounts up to the guaranteed issue limits without evidence of insurability. So consider enrolling in this coverage, even if for a small amount. The third type of life insurance, guaranteed universal life insurance, is permanent life insurance that protects your family from hardship if something should happen. Listen, every life has a story, a picture of the way we want our lives to go. But sometimes life or death gets in the way. So ask yourself this: if something happens to you or your spouse, what happens to your family? According to a recent study, surviving families take 5 to 7 years to recover financially from the loss of a spouse. Guaranteed universal life insurance has features you'll appreciate, such as lifelong protection. Unlike your term insurance, it comes with guaranteed level premiums, level death benefits, and cash values inside the policies. It should typically be used when you have permanent or long-term financial obligations, like final expenses that you desire to cover elsewhere with insurance. You can apply for your spouse or children even if you choose not to participate. It's portable, meaning you can take your coverage with you and pay the same premium if you change jobs or retire. You can enroll in this coverage by contacting the call center at 1-877-422-3312. We're excited to bring you dental health care through our new vendor, Delta Dental. While you will not have to make a change to your dentist, Delta has one of the largest networks of preferred providers in the country. These dentists have agreed to lower their fees for many procedures, saving you out-of-pocket costs while also allowing your benefit dollars to go further. There's one very important change this year. Because of the plan enhancements and the change to the new dental carrier, everyone currently with dental coverage will need to re-enroll for 2015. First, be sure to add any dependents you want to cover if you haven't already. Be sure to include the date of birth, Social Security number, and a phone number for each one. Once all your dependents are added, then re-elect the dental coverage you need. Your new dental coverage has some very rich features. Your plan now has a new, higher annual maximum benefit limit of $1,250. Preventive services such as exams, cleanings, and some x-rays are covered at 100% with no deductible required. Also, your preventive services do not count towards your new higher annual maximum. Therefore, your benefits stretch even farther. Basic services like fillings, minor extractions are covered at 85% after a $50 deductible. Major procedures like crowns, bridges are covered at 50%. Again, these three services have a combined annual maximum of $1,250, up from the previous annual maximum of $1,000. Orthodontics is covered at 50%, up to a lifetime maximum of $1,000. The plan covers children up to age 19 and full-time students to age 26. You can access the network directory and detailed plan information at myfultonbenefits.com under the dental section. Vision care is available through Davis Vision. By seeing a provider that is in the Davis Vision network, you can receive vision exams from preferred providers for a $10 copay and lenses and frames every year after a $20 materials copay. In lieu of glasses, you can get contacts. There are discounts and benefits on numerous other services like progressive lenses, scratch-resistant coating, and more. We're excited to announce that there's an expanded frame selection this year, as well as a 1-year eyeglass breakage warranty included on plan eyewear at no additional cost. While Davis Vision has many independent eye doctors participating, you may find that your vision care dollars go further at VisionWorks offices. You can access the provider list at myfultonbenefits.com. Let's face it, very few people are financially prepared to survive a critical illness. Without even looking at the statistics, you know that heart attacks, cancer, and strokes happen to people every day. So what can help? Well, there's a relatively new way to plan for recovery and help protect your lifestyle. It's called critical illness insurance, and it covers more conditions than a single illness policy, such as a cancer-only insurance policy. Critical illness insurance can provide a substantial lump sum cash benefit that you select upon the first diagnosis of a covered condition to help protect you from the related costs. Your benefit can be used any way you and your family choose, and your benefit is paid in full regardless of any other insurance you may have in force. Your benefit provides security for many expenses not covered by medical insurance, such as rent or mortgage, co-pays and deductibles, family income replacement, maybe experimental treatments or drugs. There's also a health screening benefit each year that pays up to $50 for one screening test per calendar year for each insured family member. This coverage is portable if you change jobs or retire, and the rates do not increase as you age. You can enroll in this coverage by contacting the call center at 1-877-422-3312. One of the threats to us today is the theft of our identity and personal information. Someone's identity is stolen every 3 seconds. For this reason, you have identity theft coverage available through LifeLock. This valuable plan works to help stop your identity from being used by identity thieves to open new lines of credit, increase existing credit, or obtain services using your good credit. Another area identity theft is valuable. Children aren't the only ones searching for their identity. Because parents seldom monitor or look at their child's credit history, it leaves the theft of their identity potentially undetected for years. Why are children popular targets? There are several years between the time a child is issued a Social Security number and the time they first apply for credit. Identity thieves can take advantage of that gap in time by establishing lines of credit in your child's name, building a credit profile over time, and then exploiting the fraudulent credit before the child begins accruing an actual work history and credit profile of their own. LifeLock severely limits the ability of thieves to exploit this gap. At the cornerstone of LifeLock's identity theft protection service is their $1 million total service guarantee. If your identity is compromised due to a failure or defect in LifeLock's service while you're a member, they will lead and manage the restoration of your name and finances to their pre-compromised state. They will spend up to $1 million and hire the necessary resources to help fix the problem and restore your losses from the related theft. See the plan details for more information. If you elect to cover dependents on this plan, you'll need to be certain to include their Social Security numbers and dates of birth in Employee Express. Many of us will be faced with the reality of dealing with long-term care issues in the future, either personally or with family members. To help cover or defray these costs, you have available long-term care insurance through CNA. Coverage is provided for confinement in a nursing home, assisted living, or hospice facility. Home-based benefits are available for caregiver services received in your home, adult daycare, or adult foster care centers. This plan allows you to choose from several plan options based on level of risk tolerance, costs in your local area, or income level. You can select daily amounts ranging from $100 to $300 and benefit periods for 3 or 6 years. This plan is yours to keep if you change jobs or retire. If interested, you can call our long-term care enrollment team at 1-877-286-2852. Last, looking for some creative ways to save money this year? If that's you, consider flexible spending accounts, or FSAs. There are 2 types of FSAs, health care and dependent care. A health care flexible spending account allows you to put pre-tax dollars into an account to be used to pay for eligible expenses not reimbursed by insurance plans. When you incur those expenses, simply give your FSA credit card to the provider and that expense will be paid from your account. Things like deductibles, prescriptions, even LASIK surgery. A detailed list of these eligible expenses can be found at myfultonbenefits.com. Dependent care FSAs allow out-of-pocket qualifying dependent daycare expenses like your kid's licensed daycare to be eligible for reimbursement if it is for dependents claimed on your federal income tax return. Flexible spending accounts are a way to save on taxes for things you're already paying for. One important point to remember is that up to $500 remaining in the health FSA at the end of the year will roll over to the next year. So the plan is no longer completely use it or lose it. Any dependent care dollars left unclaimed in your account at the end of the plan year are forfeited to your employer under the FSA rules. There are annual limitations on these accounts. Your health FSA only allows up to $2,500 per year per employee. So you and your spouse can each shelter up to $2,500 if you need that much for medical expenses. Your dependent care account allows up to $5,000 per year if you're single or married filing jointly, or $2,500 if married filing separately. Again, a detailed list of eligible expenses along with flexible spending account calculators and much more can be found on your Employee Benefits Center website, or contact your tax professional to confirm what is eligible if you're not certain. Information provided in this presentation is a highlight of decisions you should consider for the upcoming plan year. For more detailed information regarding these and other plans, please refer to the plan documents with complete details at myfultonbenefits.com. There you'll see 3 buttons. The green button gives overall plan information and details. The purple button directs you directly to the state health enrollment site. And the blue button takes you to Employee Express to make local changes in your specific benefits and re-enroll in dental insurance. Well, that wraps it up. Make this a great open enrollment. Again, the simplest place to start is at, you guessed it, myfultonbenefits.com. We appreciate all you do and thank you for spending your valuable time with us.